Welcome to Preneurship Diaries. Today we have with us Venkatesh Chitaguppi. He started his career as a financial associate and worked in a couple of companies for about 7 years, and later resigned as a project manager with IBM after realizing that it was not his cup of tea. And also considering his health went for a toss owing to erratic work shifts. He started his own venture of selling used exotic cars in the year 2016. And I am so excited to learn about his entrepreneurial journey. So, Venkatesh, welcome to my show. I'm so glad and honored to have you on my show. And of course, I'm so excited to learn about a whole of lot of things about automobiles, cars, and many things more. So, welcome to my show.
So much thank you, Shweta. It's my pleasure to get connected with you. So, you're also in the entrepreneurship,
Yes.
and definitely, we both are sailing the same boat.
True, true, absolutely. And
Yeah,
so glad to have you. So without
my
further
pleasure,
ado,
my pleasure.
let's get started.
Sure,
Um,
sure.
we have had a conversation pertaining to your stint in the corporate world. So, my first question to you here is, how was your journey in the corporate in a nutshell?
See, if you want to do real hard work,
Yeah,
then corporate is not the definitely is not the choice. So, initially, first 4 to 5 years, you have that fun kind of thing because
right.
you're still in that entry level.
Yes,
So there are a lot of people. You don't feel that competition kind of work environment, but
correct.
you start growing the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
So then starts the work pressure, the politics, the actual picture comes out of the company.
Exactly. So how was it? Was it like smooth initially and later you faced the brunt of it with respect to, I know we were talking the other day with respect to the erratic work shifts and of course the politics of it. So how was it? Initially was it good? And then what
See,
happened?
today's environment is such that you get a job, it's something like you have done achievement.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
The moment an HR calls for an interview, say for example there are about 10 openings,
Right,
at least 1,000 people are there. It's so much of competition. I've really struggled at least to get my first job
right.
because in the year 2009 when I passed out my MBA,
Mm-hmm.
that was the year where there was a lot of recession in the economy.
Correct, correct. Yeah.
So that was the time where people were throwing out the employees.
Yeah. Yes.
And that was the time where we were trying to fit in for a company. And
Right.
we used to get some crazy offers in terms of package and all. Because
Mm.
definitely there are hundreds of people ready to do the job.
Correct.
So, we just can't be choosy for a package or something. So
Yes.
initially, it is definitely a struggle, not only for me, anyone who wants to enter into the corporate field,
Right.
at least it's, 3 to 4 months after they join also, it's like kind of buffering period what they need.
Correct. Yes.
But initially 1 or 2 years, it's kind of fun. But after that, it's the kind of actual real image that comes out.
True. True.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. So I want to know, at what point did you think it is time for you to quit the corporate and start a venture of your own? When did that idea come into you?
See, basically, cars is my passion. It's my
Mm-hmm.
hobby. It's my childhood craze. Okay,
Right.
so you talk to me on cars morning to evening. I'll talk to you on that.
Right.
I don't want breakfast. I don't want lunch. I don't want dinner. Nothing. So I'm just so crazy about cars. So when I was doing my work, so somehow with this rotational shifts and all.
Right.
So my body started. I mean, it was not accepting for it for a long period of time. Definitely, I mean,
Right.
say 1 week day shift, 1 week night shift. Nobody can adjust to it. So
Correct.
finally at the end of it, I just thought, let me not do any job only. You'll not believe I was the person who was so active on Naukri, Monster. I
Right.
used to update my resume every 10 minutes once. Just go to
Yeah.
Naukri profile, do some editing. Again, that profile will get refreshed. Again, it will go
Right.
on top. Some recruiter will call. Again, go to interview. I was so
Yes.
active in that.
Yeah.
But then after a point of time, I seriously thought that, every day the same job, same people, same work, same this one. So, I just thought that I should do really something out of my own.
Right.
Then, see, I come from a very middle class family. I don't come
Right.
from Ambani's or something. So, then when I started talking to people, they told that you have to do some big investment, that, this, and all. When I spoke to my family, they told that we cannot afford.
Hmm.
So then, actually, I was idle for about 5 to 6 months.
All right.
So I
Hmm.
didn't have a single rupee income. Either I didn't have any job, nothing, literally nothing. I deleted my Naukri profile, Monster profile, everything.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
decided by them. By the time I left IBM, I decided that again I'll never go to job. Come what may.
Right.
Come what
Right.
may, I'll never go to job again. I will start a business, but let it take time.
Okay.
So then, yeah, it almost took me 6 months to understand that okay, fine, there is a business here also.
Right.
Since cars and all is, there are a lot of buyers and sellers in the market.
Correct.
So I thought that why should I also not start?
Ah.
So then, initially because see, I come from a family where nobody is into entrepreneurship.
Correct. Correct.
Everybody is into jobs. Let it be
Right.
government, private, whatever.
Right.
But nobody is in business.
Hmm.
So if you see like that in my family tree, I'm the first person to enter into business.
Yes. Yeah.
So in that way, initially it was a struggle for me,
Mm-hmm.
but today I don't find it so. Today I'm enjoying it.
Wonderful. I mean, so glad to hear that. I mean, of course, I mean, you took that step of quitting the corporate and pursuing your
Yeah,
dream, and so
yeah,
good to hear you say that. Probably then you wouldn't know where you're currently going to be,
yeah,
but today you are in a position to say that probably you took the right decision. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, exactly.
yes. So before I ask you about your venture and all of that, before we get on to that, so I just have a question. So you were in the finance background, like you started
Correct,
as a financial associate,
correct.
and there you had your passion, like you were like into cars, always dreaming about it. As you mentioned, you were so enthusiastic about it. So was it difficult because you had your education and probably the initial experience of working in a company with respect to the financial aspect of it, like you were in the financial background, but then with respect to cars, it was your passion and a dream. So was it difficult to transition, from the knowledge that you had of finance and getting into a new career avenue with respect to automobiles and all of that? So was it difficult, or how was this transition that happened?
I mean, I'll not tell it's difficult. See, both are totally different sectors.
Yes,
So what
yes, yeah,
job I was doing
correct.
and what currently I'm doing,
Yeah,
there is no correlation at all.
right.
So,
Yes.
it's something like, to give you a simple example,
Mm-hmm.
a person would have done MBBS and MD,
Uh-huh.
okay, and
Right.
he gets into hotel business.
Exactly. Yes. Right. That's
So
so true.
people start wondering,
Yeah,
people start wondering what is your qualification and what is that you're doing now.
I know. Yes. I mean, I
Yeah,
think I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I think this is one
no
thing
problem.
which all entrepreneurs are faced with, or people who have had their education in a different field and now they want to start a business in a different field altogether, completely worlds apart. So how is it for you? I mean, the transition from the finance part of it to your dream, which is cars,
I mean, see, as a business, as what I'm running it today,
right?
uh, I really feel proud of it because,
Mm-hmm.
see, it's nothing by force or nothing in obligation that I'm doing it. I'm just
Correct.
doing it out of my passion, my craze, and my interest. So
Yeah.
you will not believe,
Mm-hmm.
probably so many nights I've not even slept also.
Ah.
Whole nights,
Yeah, yeah.
not 2 hours, 3 hours, whole nights I'm telling you.
Whoa. Yeah,
And
crazy.
again, morning back to work.
Oh my God. Mm.
So I've struggled in that way. And when I used to do night shifts, you will
Mm-hmm.
not believe I've done double shifts.
Oh gosh. Mm.
Such was
Yeah.
the workload.
Mm.
And they
Yeah.
never used to pay OT also. Actually, as
Mm.
per corporate rules,
Right.
9 hours is the login and logout time.
Correct.
And after that, you are making an employee work, 1 hour you have to pay extra.
Mm.
They never
True.
used to pay even a single pie extra.
Oh God. Mm-hmm.
I mean, every day, especially during the quarter ends and all, we used
Right.
to work for about 16 to 17 hours.
Mm. Whoa.
Mm. So that was the kind of work pressure.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I do understand that, but I want to know, like, the shift. I mean, like, because of working for 7 years in the finance background and then moving on to your passion, so how did that happen, and could you also tell us about your business as to what is it exactly, and yeah, could you tell us more about it?
See, currently I'm into selling of used cars. So
Okay.
as of now, I'm not dealing with the showroom brand new cars.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Uh, the speciality in my business is
Right.
we do a direct customer to customer deals.
Okay. All
Suppose
right.
a buyer, if he wants to buy a car,
Mm-hmm.
okay, we'll take him directly to the seller's place and
Got
make
it.
him sit directly in front of the owner.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Let it be a Maruti Alto or
Right.
let it be a Rolls Royce.
Yeah. Yeah.
Business means the same for us.
Right. Okay.
So we don't differentiate in business. We don't differentiate in customers.
Mm-hmm.
Let
Mm-hmm.
it be a small deal. Let it be a big deal.
Correct.
Nature of operating is the same.
Mm-hmm.
But today's scenario, it is
Yeah.
such that most people, you don't find that kind of transparency.
Correct.
There are
Mm-hmm.
a lot of hidden facts. There are a lot of manipulations that's been done, and nobody tells you about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably you buy a car and you get to know from a third person.
Mm. Right.
So we don't do like that. We give
Yeah.
you A to Z information.
Mm-hmm.
You like it, you take it. You don't like it,
Right.
leave it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, just want to understand. Like, I mean, I know you were talking about the transparency part of it. I also want to know, how are you different from? So there are used car showrooms, like the second-hand car showrooms and the used car showrooms. So how is it? How is your business different? I know. I mean, they do have a physical setup, but you do not have, because you're just one-on-one with the customer and the seller. So how unique are you? How different are you from the used car showrooms? Could you elaborate on that?
See, in the yeah. So in the used car showrooms,
Mm-hmm.
so it's all about the investment.
Right.
Suppose you go to some used car showroom,
Mm-hmm.
you will have a stock of about say 25 cars.
Correct.
Okay,
Yes.
but the investment for that would cost nothing less than 5 cr.
Ah.
So I don't belong in that bracket.
Okay, okay. Got it. All right.
So even if I have 5 CR, even I'll open down a showroom like that.
Ah.
Or else I'm happy with this.
I know. So it's basically I mean, I'm just trying to understand. So with a used car showroom, it's more about the infrastructure that they have. And of course, they have a
Yeah,
display
yeah,
of cars to
absolutely.
show, right? And with respect to yours, I mean, it's just about people connecting with you. And if you have a buyer and then you have a connection, or with your network, set of network, you do have a seller. So, I mean, seller or the
Correct.
buyer, you just connect them. Got it.
Correct. Correct.
Yes, yes. All right.
So, in fact, I'm sometimes some customers tell, um, so the moment we tell that I'm a used car dealer,
Right.
first thing they ask is, sir, where is your showroom? So I
Ah.
tell that, sir, I'm a freelancer. So they ask, oh, in used cars also there are freelancers. We didn't know only
I know.
because we don't have a physical presence.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
Yeah.
many people, they when they want to sell a car, they just
Mm.
go to showroom, they
Right.
talk for an exchange,
Right.
they buy a new car.
Right.
Mm.
Got it. So with respect to that, I mean, what were the challenges that you faced while setting it up? Because I know for one, you just mentioned it right now. Because when customers talk to you, they ask for a physical setup, the physical showroom. So I want to. I mean, of course, that could have been the challenge with respect to, because you do not have something that you can show the customer physically. So what were the other challenges that you came across while setting this up, like, building the network, or how did you put out your saying to people that, what, I deal with used cars? So how did that happen? What were the challenges that you came back? Yeah.
So initially when I started it,
Yeah.
trust me, from morning till evening,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even have a single message on my WhatsApp.
Ah,
Not
right.
even a single message here.
Yeah, yeah.
Every 1 hour I check, it was the same.
Mm,
Not
right,
even a single message related
right.
to cars or something. So then I started approaching people. I started
Mm-hmm.
talking to people.
Yeah.
So actually there are some clients you will not believe.
Mm-hmm.
They love dealing directly with the end consumer than with
Ah,
a dealer
okay. Mm-hmm. Right.
because there is 100% transparency in it.
Hmm.
We don't do any hide and seek or something like that.
Correct.
See, if my intention was wrong,
Yeah.
or if my intention was to cheat people, then
Mm-hmm.
probably I would have not survived so much in this business.
Right. Yeah.
It's as simple as that. You can cheat
Correct.
a person, the name just flies away
Yeah.
because the world is very small.
Yes. Yeah.
Someone tells that okay, this dealer is not good or he does cheating or something.
True.
Again, 10 customers will not come.
Yeah.
So that
Exactly.
kind of that kind of a name we have built, and
Mm-hmm.
we do the deals also in the same way. I mean, nothing
Right.
to boast about, but
Yeah.
it's only that we operate directly on commission basis. There is no
Correct.
other hidden cost.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So initially, definitely it was a struggle. It was a challenge because nobody in my family, I told you earlier, also come from business background, and I didn't
Right.
know head and tail of it.
Mm.
Seriously, you'll not believe I didn't know head and tail of it.
Yeah.
Only thing
Yeah.
was I was knowing about cars, but
Mm.
interacting with customers. See, corporate life is totally different,
Exactly. Yeah.
and business is totally different. It's
Right.
all like it should be your. You have to decide on everything from A to Z when you're an entrepreneur.
Right.
So then when I started talking to people, then I started building my profile.
Mm-hmm.
So now I think it's about 2.5 years I opened an Instagram account. So till then
Right.
I was not having Instagram also.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
there, there actually a lot of people get connected. So
Yes.
they check the profile and they ask for this car details or something like that. Then if it's
Correct.
available, then we take it forward. But normally, if car is sold, I don't delete the pictures.
Right. Right.
Yeah, it should be like a gallery for me. Let it be
Yes.
there. Yeah, it looks nice.
All right, that's good. I mean, just to probe a bit more. So when you said that initially it was a struggle, where customers to reaching out to you. So how did you handle the initial marketing part of it? Like, was it through word of mouth, through your friends? And I know you just mentioned that it's only later that you started an Instagram account, and that's where you connected with the customers or the potential customers out there. But initially, how was the marketing like? Was it like through your network of friends, family? Like, how was it? How did people get to know that you are a used car dealer?
Okay, so initially it was like, I used to tell people
Mm-hmm.
that I'm doing into used cars, that, this, and all.
Right.
So they didn't take it so seriously. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
okay, man, like you, there are 100 people. What's the
Right.
big deal?
Right.
Okay. So when I started doing the business,
Uh-huh.
so actually it was my customers who started referring me.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Suppose I do a deal with you,
Right.
okay, or you do a deal with me. You buy
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
sell a car through me.
Correct.
Okay. So then you start recommending in your network.
Network. Right. Right.
So that way, yeah. So that way I started getting that kind of references and all. So yeah, mostly it is word of mouth.
Okay. Okay. And then you shifted on to the social media with respect to Instagram,
Yeah,
and that's how
yeah,
it's growing at the moment. All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm even there on the LinkedIn.
Oh,
I'll
all
just
right.
send you my profile. Yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely. All
yeah.
right. So I want to get into your venture. So how has it been handling the exotic cars, the premium set of cars? And also want to ask you, like, is having a niche market successful? Because I know you deal with the exotic cars, I mean, the premium set of cars. So, I mean, of course, that's a niche market. So, is it good to have just that, or would it be? I mean, from your experience, would it be good to have, the entire range? There is, of course, the lower priced range of cars, and then there's a mid level, and then there's, of course, the premium set of cars. So, how is it? I mean, how is it for your business, or how is it from your experience? And yeah, want to
Uh,
hear.
no, see, for me, I do cars right starting from an Alto
Oh, okay.
till the super exotic Rolls Royce and Bentley.
Oh, wow. All right.
So I cater into all the segment.
Okay.
So,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So initially, I just had thought of doing business only in the ultra luxury segment.
Correct.
Trust me, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to survive
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Yes.
the challenge what we face is
Mm-hmm.
you don't get customers appointment,
Right. Yeah.
especially the super high profile customers.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that you will never get. You will get
Right.
probably maybe 1 week or 2 weeks. I don't know.
Mm.
So if we just rely on those kind of cars, I
Right.
mean definitely we cannot make a living out of it.
Hmm.
So
Right.
small cars are not like that. So, even a normal middle class person can afford it.
Right.
Say for example a Swift
Yeah.
or Hyundai i10, i20, something like that. A
Correct.
normal middle class can afford for that. So they'll come,
Yes.
they'll see the car. If they like, they'll talk to the owner regarding the price. Happening in 1 or 2 hours, they'll close the deal.
Correct. Correct. All
Done.
right.
Yeah,
All right. So it is the perfect all the segments that you handle. Yeah. All right.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Oh, just want to know out of curiosity, what was the best deal that you cracked in any of your sales so far? Or what was the interesting deal? If you can share it with us.
Okay, so see, so first time I had got an opportunity to sell a AMG,
Ah, okay. Uh-huh.
Mercedes AMGs. They are actually like CBU cars. It comes directly from Germany.
Wow. Okay.
So
Uh-huh.
you go to Mercedes showroom. You tell that, okay, fine, I want this AMG model.
Right.
So probably it will take about 2 to 3 months.
Ah, all right. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So it is a kind of next level of cars in Mercedes and all.
Right.
So those are basically performance cars.
Hmm. Okay.
So first time when I had got a car that was for sale, that
Uh-huh.
was a ML63.
Okay.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
and that is one of the rarest cars that you can find in India.
Wow. All right. Uh-huh.
Probably there are about 10 to 12 cars in whole India.
Whoa.
That's all.
Okay. Uh-huh.
You will
Oh,
never find that car. It's a super exotic AMG and the
oh my
most
God.
powerful AMG.
Oh,
So
wow.
that yeah, one seller had contacted me that he wants to sell his car and all.
Right.
So then I did all the marketing. I got a customer. Then we went to his place.
Right.
We saw the car. He took the trial. Everything was over. You'll
Right.
not believe.
Uh-huh.
Just in half an hour we closed the deal.
Oh my God. Wow. Brilliant.
Just 30 minutes.
I know. Oh my God. That's pretty interesting.
I mean, both were super big shots, the buyer and
Right.
the seller. So
Right.
buyer was like, eagerly looking out for this car in whole India. I mean, he has inquired in with all the dealers, get me
Wow.
this car at any cost. I want it.
Right.
So,
Right.
then when I was doing the marketing, he got to know that lead is through me.
Right.
So then immediately he called me. He told me that I want to see the car. Show me. You'll not
Yeah.
believe. He came to my house. He picked me up also.
Wonderful. Great.
Yeah. Then back we came in the AMG only.
The new the
He
new car which he bought. All right.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Perfect.
it was not the new. It was a
Sorry.
used car.
Yes, yes. The new
Used
used
car.
car. Yeah.
New used car. So probably in whole India you might find about 12 cars maximum. I'm telling.
Oh my God. I know. Gosh.
Yeah, it's the most rare car. But if you're a kind of AMG freak,
Mm-hmm.
you'll not even step out of that car. You'll just stay inside.
All right. But that's brilliant. I
Yeah,
mean, wonderful. So, a deal which was cracked in what, just half an hour. Wonderful.
that's all.
Perfect.
We
Right.
went in one car. We came back in two cars.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Super, super, super. All right. So, Venkatesh, what are your current projects? Apart from the current venture that you have, do you have any future plans to it? So, could you share with us if it's all right
See,
with you?
as of now, I'm a full-time freelancer,
Right.
and I deal only with cars. Let it be
Cars.
anything, small or big.
Right.
And now, recently, I have started with even superbikes.
Super bikes. All right. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
not the entry-level one. I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
Indian ones and all, not that one.
Got
Maybe
it.
like maybe with the 600 cc
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and upwards.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Now it's been about 6 months, 6 or 7 months. I've started with it,
Okay.
and I've already given a delivery of MV Augusta.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Oh, that's nice.
Augusta. It was like it was a chance deal for the
Ah.
customer.
Oh,
So
okay.
that yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
one deal we have done,
Oh, that's wonderful.
but more actively into cars. That's all.
Cars.
Apart
Okay.
from this, I don't do anything else. I mean, nothing more interests me. Nothing more excites me.
Super, super. That's amazing. So I just want to know, so you're, of course, we all know that the pandemic is out there and it's affected our work and business. So I want to know, how has the pandemic affected your work or business, both in a positive or negative way? I mean, was it easy to reach out to customers, or was I mean, I mean, is the market at all good, for buying and selling at this point in time? So what do you have to say?
See, frankly speaking, as of now, there is no market for premium cars.
Right, right.
It's only the cars that are priced below 25 lakhs are actually moving in the market.
Okay.
So if you see cars that are priced above 25 lakhs,
Right.
you will see only sellers.
Ah, yeah, got
You will
it.
not find buyers.
Mm, yeah,
So, actually, nowadays, even the banks are not financing too much.
correct,
Even they don't want to take the risk and all. So only if it's
correct.
a normal mid-sized car or something, they do financing. If it's
Right.
a big, very super luxurious car and all, they don't get into financing
Got it.
because you never know what is tomorrow. Yeah,
Absolutely.
so
Yeah.
nobody wants to take that risk.
True,
So they
true.
just want to wait and let the situations calm down. Then they
Hmm.
want to, make some kind of commitments towards super luxury cars.
Right.
But as of now, yes, business is slow, business is down. It has
Hmm.
affected everyone and it's affected me also.
Hmm.
Everyone is feeling the pressure.
Yes, yes. Right. Right. Okay. So with respect to the mid-sized cars, you mentioned that, I mean, of course, people are buying and they're also selling. So, I mean, how has that been? I mean, with respect to the mid-sized car segment, like, is it like happening too often? Like, people want to sell their cars, or are they buyers also in that particular segment? How has it been so far? I mean, since the past 1 year.
Yeah. So now, if you see the market trend,
Mm-hmm.
say
Mm-hmm.
about cars that are priced about 10 to 20 lakhs.
Right.
So, that is more kind of moving in the market because people find that, okay,
Okay.
fine, this is enough as of. Even people having so much of money, they don't want to take
Right.
unwanted commitments.
Correct. Correct.
So
Yeah.
anything around 2025 is what is happening today. Above
Mm.
that, little difficult. I'm not telling
Yes.
impossible, but it's
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So how has it been? I mean, have there been more sellers at this point in
Sell-
time?
Sellers are filled up.
Wow. I know.
Sellers are filled up.
Got it. Got it. But and not many buyers, of course.
Literally nothing.
Exactly. Yeah. All right.
Because in today's money market is very tight,
Yes. Yes.
and
And the situation is
people
such,
don't.
obviously. I mean,
You
yeah.
never know when there is a lockdown again.
Correct. Correct. Yes.
So people don't
Got
want
it.
to take a chance and all. They're happy
Got
with the
it.
10 lakhs, 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs car. I tell that
Right.
fine. Let the situations improve. Then I'll go and buy a new, brand new car from the showroom.
Correct. Exactly. Yeah, that's so true. And
Yeah.
of course, I mean, considering the situation also, it's not like people can go on drives at this point in time.
No.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. Okay.
Maybe once in a week they can even think about it.
I know. Maybe once in a week, yes.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Okay, Venkatesh. So here is my last question before we move on to a very small section, which I call as a rapid fire section. So before that, my last question to you is, so especially during this time, I mean, well-being is of utmost importance. So what is your well-being routine like? I mean, what do you
Yeah.
indulge in apart from work? I mean, do you work out or do you do some yoga? What is it? How do you spend your time apart from the work calls?
I mean, see, for me, if I get a headache,
Mm-hmm.
okay, or if I get fever or
Right.
cold or cough or something,
Uh-huh.
and if I listen to some super exotic car sound, everything goes away.
That's amazing. That's your therapy. Wonderful. Great,
I don't
great.
need any medicine or something. If I listen to that supersonic sound, no, everything is cleared.
So that is your meditation as well. That's your yoga, that's your
Yeah.
meditation, that's your balm,
I'm
that's your
actually
therapy.
very active on watching YouTube videos. So
Okay.
whatever comes out as a latest video
Right.
related to cars,
Right.
so I make sure I watch it full,
Ah,
because
okay.
there are so many bloggers that they put their comments, they tell the plus and minus about the car and all. I mean, it's
Correct.
good to know. So I don't
Yeah.
have to visit a showroom and take a personal review of it. Somebody has
Right.
already done it, so
Right.
I'm taking the input from them. That's all. So
Right.
it's just the internet and phone, and I'm getting all the information sitting at one place.
Wow. Wow. That's interesting. I mean, I mean, just probing into that aspect. So, how do you keep yourself abreast with all the changes that's happening with respect to the cars from not just India but across the world? Because as you were mentioning about the Mercedes Benz, which is just there's just 12 in number in India, and of course having to get it from another country, all of that. I mean, so how do you keep abreast? And one, of course, as you mentioned, you watch the YouTube channels. Is there any other magazine that you read so that just to? I mean, if there are fellow car enthusiasts who want to, read more about it or keep up to the updates and the changes happening, so what do you suggest to them?
Okay, see, I'm a part of some WhatsApp groups
All right.
wherein they send some latest news related to
Okay.
automobiles,
Ah, all
so
right.
that that news is faster than internet.
Wow. So it is from the people. Yeah. All right. Okay. Great. I mean, any
So
other
they
magazines?
whatever suppose if there is no, not really.
Okay.
It's only Google, YouTube, and WhatsApp groups. That's all.
All right. Perfect. Perfect. So you get all of your updates or anything that you want to know, it's all out there.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Perfect. Great. So, I mean, we come to the last section, which I call as the pruner spotlight section. So I just have like 5 questions. So it can be on the professional
Sure, sure.
front or the personal front. So you could answer to me in a word or two or a couple of sentences. It's left up to you, right? So do we
Sure,
get
sure,
started?
sure.
Okay. All
Sure,
right.
sure. Waiting, waiting.
Okay, my first question here is, what is your ikigai? So, ikigai is nothing but the reason for your being. So, what is that one thing that you would do no matter what is happening around the world? What is that one thing that you would do?
What is that one thing?
Yes.
Probably I have a dream, okay,
Uh huh.
to put a full tank into a V12 engine. V12
Okay.
is the most powerful engine in the world.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I want
Uh
to
huh.
put a full tank petrol. I want to put a full tank petrol and just do a wheel burnout at the
What is it?
standing
Sorry.
place. That's all.
Oh my God. It's just going like vroom, vroom, vroom. That's
So
it.
you understand? Yeah, 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 yeah,
Correct?
yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm just
Full,
trying to
full.
get what.
Let the
Oh,
tires go for a toss.
got it.
Let the tires go for a toss. No problem. Yeah, that's my
Wow.
ultimate dream. Seriously.
Oh my God. All right. Super.
Yeah.
Okay. Any person who has inspired you or any book which has inspired you?
No, yeah. From childhood, I've got this craze. You will not believe. At
Uh-huh.
the age of, I think when I was in sixth standard,
Okay.
sixth or seventh, I don't know. Sixth
Right.
or seventh, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I was coming back from school in
Oh,
my cycle.
okay. Uh-huh.
That was the first time I saw a Mercedes Benz.
Wow.
Okay, somebody was going on the road.
Mm-hmm.
You will not believe. I didn't come to my house. I straight away followed that car.
Oh my God. And then
I lost the route.
oh, Oh gosh.
Then I went to a shop. I was knowing my landline number.
Okay.
I told them to call there. Then my
Right.
parents came there. Then they guided me, no, you're in a wrong area. I was not so familiar about areas and all at that point
Correct.
of time. I was
Correct.
just knowing the route from my house to school, that's all.
Yes.
So, that was like a day which I cannot forget at all.
Oh my God. Interesting. And now
That
you're,
that car fellow, he went inside, okay.
yeah,
Then till that time I had that kind of craze of watching that car and all. Then
right.
once he is inside, then I am like blank, okay, oh, which area did I come into? I
Oh
don't know where to
God.
go.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Right. Okay. Amazing. So it's the car which has inspired you.
yeah, definitely.
Okay, perfect. All right. So my third question is, hypothetically, if you turn out to be the richest person in the world tomorrow, what would you like to do? Or would you continue to do what you're already doing?
See, probably I love what I'm doing today, okay,
Right.
and I would love doing it for n number of years.
Right.
No doubt in it. But probably, if I become whatever you're telling,
Mm-hmm.
probably I'll have all the super exotic collections. Probably nobody would have even seen about it,
Yeah.
because in Dubai and in Europe there
Mm,
are few brands and there
mhm.
are few companies
Right.
which have not even entered India.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
many people even don't even know about those companies and brands.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
I just want to own such cars, which nobody has.
Right. Wonderful. Okay,
Yeah,
lovely. Okay. Well, that gets me to the question of, what is your dream car?
everything.
Everything. Wow.
Anything that has four wheels.
Oh my God. That's a lovely answer. That's a superb answer.
Anything that has four wheels, I love it. I just love cars,
Wow.
that's all. Let it be small, let it be big, no problem. I love cars.
Super. Well said. Well said. All right. So, coming to the last question, what is your definition of success?
See, there is no definition for success.
Mm-hmm.
See, I believe in a slogan called work is worship.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever you do, no matter what, people
Mm-hmm.
might criticize you.
Right.
People might tell 10 things bad about you. Just don't care.
Yes.
Keep going, keep going. God will give you a day.
Yeah.
So
True.
then you see the plus days of it, of the
Mm.
hard work what you're doing.
Correct.
Probably overnight nothing will happen. So
Yeah.
initially when I started, as I told you earlier,
Mm-hmm.
there was not even a single WhatsApp message from morning till evening. Forget
Correct.
about cars. No good
Yeah.
morning message also. No good morning, no good night. It was
Right.
totally blank. And
Yes.
then there was a point
Mm-hmm.
when I was using iPhone,
Yeah.
okay, and at that point of time I was a part of about 350 WhatsApp groups.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So, so in the morning it used to take about 50 minutes to 1 hour only to load the messages.
Oh gosh. Oh my God. Crazy.
350.
I know. Oh my God.
and
Crazy.
and you know what, one day iPhone got crashed.
Apple crashed.
Apple crashed.
Oh my God. Oh my God. And then,
So nothing happens overnight. So I
yeah,
again shifted back to Android, and
right.
now I'm a part of very selected groups. I'm not
Right.
into all the groups.
Correct.
Actually, people, the admins and all, they tell me that you should be there in our group. It feels very nice that if you're there in our group and all. But
Right.
somewhere in Jharkhand, somewhere in Uttar Pradesh, it
Right.
doesn't serve any purpose for me.
True.
Until unless I don't go there,
Yeah.
nothing will happen.
Hmm.
So, keep going. Somewhere something will happen. So, you
Yeah.
should always be on that positive note. So, for
Right.
me also personally, sometimes there is no business at all, zero income.
Yeah.
Okay. But I
Yeah.
don't let go. Fine,
Exactly.
acha yaar, okay. Not this time, okay. Next day something will happen.
True.
So, you
True.
should always be on that positive mindset. So if today
Yes.
nothing is happening, okay, today if there is no message, today if there is no call,
Correct.
you cannot just say that, Acha, no, yeah, this is not working. You cannot
Yeah.
just tell it. Something
Yes.
will start improving. But only thing is, you should not let go. Don't let go in between of what you're doing.
Correct.
If you're
Correct.
perfect in something, keep going in that. And one day, God will show mercy, and
Yes.
you will be on the next level.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. So well said. Just another question, just related to what you were just talking about. What is that one key takeaway that you want to give the audience? So the audience could be someone who's just wanting to start on an entrepreneurial journey, or who are already there, who want to get on to the next level. So would you want to share any tips or lessons with them, or any insights that you want to share with them? What would it be?
See, I would definitely recommend everyone to be standing on their own legs. You know,
Yes. Yeah.
corporate life is something which is not recommended.
Right.
Uh, I mean, see, not everyone might have cars craze, or not everyone might have that kind of knowledge or something. But
Correct.
definitely, they can start something little. I mean, something small.
Yeah.
Okay, but definitely, I would recommend everyone to be an entrepreneur than being in the corporate mindset, because
Right.
in the long term it's definitely very useful.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
nothing that whatever you have done it goes for a waste or something. See, suppose for example 10
Right.
years you work in a company, or
Yep.
15 years you work in a company, and
Right.
suddenly company tells that I don't have a requirement. What will you do?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
You're nowhere. You're in the middle of a ocean.
True.
You can neither go that side, you can neither come back side.
Yep.
So entrepreneurship is not like that. You start up a business. Starting, you might feel that struggle. Starting, you might feel that kind of why this is not happening, that this and all. But
Right.
probably if you have done a name, and if you have done a brand, if you have created a brand in the long term, you know
Yeah.
people come back to you. I
Yes.
want it.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I mean, people who are already in business, I appreciate them. People who want to start business, I always give them, one kind of extra hand to do and start with business.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, perfect. So thank you for that. So Venkatesh, how can one reach out to you? Pertaining to if somebody wants to buy or sell a car, or where all can they find you? If you can just let us know.
okay. See, if anyone wants to get connected with me, they can always reach out to me on my Instagram page. That is exotic used car, one word, no capitals, no smalls. It's just a
Okay.
one word.
Okay, perfect. Yes. So I will surely leave the Instagram and your LinkedIn profile, the links onto my episode description, so people can reach out to you. So Venkatesh, thank you so much. I mean, it's so wonderful to have had this amazing conversation with you, and for you to tell us about a bit about the car industry and what your journey has been as an entrepreneur. So it's been really wonderful listening to you. And again, so honored to have you on my show. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure, Shweta. And thanks for giving such a beautiful opportunity.
My
And
pleasure.
let's stay connected. Let's stay connected.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Will do. Thank you again.
Yeah.
Um,